All right, everyone, welcome to another edition of Hometown PTBO, brought to you by Trans Canada Nissan. We got the Weber brothers outside of Brookdale Plaza, the legendary Brookdale Plaza, not the legendary Red Dog, but still quite the spot here in the north end of town. How you doing, fellas?
What about legendary Weber brothers then?
The legendary Weber brothers at the legendary Brookdale Plaza.
A lot of legendary stuff going on today.
Yeah, so how you guys been keeping through all this, Ryan?
Well, spending a lot of time at home.
Doing?
Doing lots of recording. It's actually been a really great time for that. And also a lot of staring at the ceiling.
And at your brother, too? You guys tired of each other yet, or?
It comes and goes, but just the chance to be able to keep creating, even though we can't play live, has really been, healthy for body and mind, I think. So it's a blessing that way.
All right, let's rewind a little bit, just for the people that don't know your story, and maybe we'll start with you, Ryan. Take us back to when you arrived in Peterborough and how you ended up here.
Well, it was a cold, blustery night. As I remember, we drove through a blizzard straight to Ronnie Hawkins' place out on Stony Lake at the time. First time being in Canada. And yeah, we arrived at like 6 in the morning. I remember that too, and that's the first time we came in, really. And then we came into Peterborough soon after that. Ronnie brought us in, showed us around. That's got to be what, 98?
Something like that, yeah.
Really?
2000. And yeah, just in Peterborough, we were introduced to a lot of really, really great musicians and club owners, and we had the opportunity to play as much as we wanted, wherever we wanted. And that's just something that didn't exist back in our hometown of Westminster.
Yeah.
So it was the right thing to do at that point. That's how you get better as a performer. You just perform.
About what Peterborough means to somebody or to us. It means a place where like actually a community coming together to help each other out actually exists, and I've seen that continually. We've been to a lot of places, but haven't really, I don't know another place that does that quite like Peterborough does, with the benefits and whatever it may be. Community here is more than just a word. It's like it's a real thing.
Did it take a while, Sam, for you guys to get accepted into Peterborough? It can be a cliquey town sometimes, or was it fairly quick where it's like,
It was instantaneous.
Yeah.
There was none of that. And he was just mentioning about like other places, like LA or Baltimore even. It's cliquey, like you're saying. And the brotherhood isn't there. You have to, work and take a lot of crap from people to be able to play. Here it was not like that.
what would you do right now to play a Red Dog show?
Whew. Man, to play anywhere at this point would just be amazing. But I know that day's coming. It is coming. I really feel things are blooming and opening. What would I do to play? I mean, pretty much anything. I won't take it for granted again, basically.
Right.
Not that I did before,
Yeah.
but I'm really looking forward to that day, is what I would say.
Is there a show that sticks out in town, a local show you've done that you remember it? I mean, you've done hundreds now, but
Yeah.
is there one that sticks out and went, oh, that was a hell of a night?
There's a lot of them. I don't know if I can pick a particular one, but I guess any of the times we've done Little Lake Music Fest with the big crowd and the big sound have been good. But also some of the smaller Red Dog shows, or any number of outdoor things that we've done or benefits, they're all special in their own way, because different musicians just come in together only the way Peterborough can. 2 or 3, and these would be legendary musicians to us. It would be like Buzz Thompson, Bobby Watson, Brent Bailey. That's 3. You want me to keep going over?
Sure. You can have 5.
No, that's about it.
Up to 5.
What about you, Sam?
Just kidding.
The one I'll mention is John Hall. The late John Hall wasn't a musician, but knew music better than a lot of people and did a lot of organization in town to promote shows and, always supported it. And, so it's not just musicians, it's the whole fabric of the community that makes it what it is.
Yeah. Of course, Ronnie Hawkins, too. It has to be.
Okay, I'm going to give you 15 seconds each to talk about Ronnie Hawkins. How would you sum up the Hawk in 15 seconds, which I know is near impossible, but...
Well, for us, certain people kind of are foundational figures in what you do. Like your parents would be that, and for us, one of those foundational pieces just in everything we've done since we were about 20 would be Ronnie. He's done a lot for us. He's taught us so much. We learned so much. Taught us how to play and how to sustain, not just musically, but kind of in the lifestyle. I say that he's a foundational figure.
Let's see. The first one would have been way back. The first gig we ever did with Ronnie was Snow, the rapper. And I was 17 years old at the time. I'm just like, this is crazy. But, as the years go by, Chuck Berry is one, Lemmy Kilmister, the guys from Run DMC, just Chris
Lightfoot.
Christopherson, Lightfoot, just,
Gordon Lightfoot.
Yeah. History.
If you didn't know people.
Yeah. Historical figures and just legends. And to be in the same vicinity, let alone to create music with them, is pretty mind-blowing still to this day.
I remember the date. It's March 13th. We played March 13th, 2020. That would have been. We played in Port Hope at the Capitol Theater. Great night there with the Johnny Max band. And the next day, everything pretty much shut down. I'm pretty sure it was the 14th. Mm-hmm. And so nobody really knew like how long that's gonna go. I think myself anyway, I was like, all right, this could be a pretty intense 3 months. Let alone, still kind of in it. But what do you do? Straight away we, just looked for things we could do. And as the dots connected, we were able to reconnect with original drummer we played with, that we actually rode the elementary school bus together, Tim Bracken, down in Baltimore, Maryland. And we just started like recording songs, one at a time. And the idea was sort of like, well, let's just keep doing this till kind of the lockdown lifts. We'll have a couple of songs. I don't know. Lo and behold, got enough for a full album, which just came out, available now. Choose Your Own Adventure. And just something to mention about Peterborough, and it's been told a million times by so many people, but that's because it's true, is this idea of the town coming together. And I think about this sometimes, that Buddhist monastery that they're building out just by Omimi Wutai Shan. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, but from my understanding, this is going to be the second biggest one in the world, and the biggest one on this hemisphere. And as I understand it, one of the big components in Buddhism is the Sangha, which translated is the community. And so it's kind of like, this is going to be the second biggest one of these in the world. Why not put this in like California or someplace like this? Why here? And if it is something to do with community, they picked a good place to build. Boom. Drop that mic.
I'll just say I miss it. It's been a year and a half since we really lived and experienced what Peterborough is to me. It's like, the days when Little Lake Music Fest is going on, same day as the Rib Fest, same day as Peterborough Folk Fest. It's like, that's Peterborough at its best. People out enjoying each other's company on a nice sunny day. And I just really, really look forward to that again.
Yeah.
God willing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a weird time everywhere for everybody. But as I was saying before, I think things are blooming in the right direction. And I mean, Peterborough, it's got its problems like anywhere does. But it also has its solutions like anywhere does. And here it actually really seems like it's a place that people come together to find those solutions. And it's a great place to be. It's a land of dreams.
Hometown PTBO with Pete Dalliday, presented by Trans Canada Nissan.